actually really her parents.
WWE NXT is here at Full Sail Live at Full Sail University, and you can probably tell by the shirts who they're fans of. It's Jenny, Izzy, and Cody of Tampa, making this a family affair, family outing. The cool thing, the biggest thing, the most fun thing about this is Izzy is officially Bayley's #1 fan, and we have proof of that, and we'll get into that in a little bit. First of all, I just want to ask you all, what made you decide to go to the matches, get involved even back in the day in FCW before it was NXT and then to NXT? So I'm going to start with you, Cody. What was it like bringing the family to the shows?
I loved wrestling as a kid, and having a little girl, I knew it wasn't going to be off limits for a little girl to love wrestling, and so I was hoping that she would love wrestling as much as I did. And so as soon as we started to bring her, she got hooked, and she loved the characters, she loved the action. I remember she was like 3 and she just kept on asking, why are they wrestling in underwear? That was the biggest thing we had to get over, but she absolutely loved it, and it was fun family time. That's what wrestling is all about.
For you, you're from New York, correct?
Yes.
So back in the day, you got to go to Madison Square Garden?
No, I was a Nassau Coliseum
Nassau
kid.
Coliseum, all right. So what was that like?
Oh my God, it was great. My dad would take me to Nassau Coliseum, so when I get to come with Izzy, it's like I'm a little kid again. So Nassau Coliseum was amazing. I got to see the Hulk, I got to see Andre the Giant, I got to see amazing matches. It was awesome because my dad took me all the time.
The Nassau Coliseum, is it now, it does not exist anymore? Is this correct or no?
I think they're shutting it down
or something like that.
The Islanders are moving to Brooklyn.
So you got to see something, history in the making, so to speak now.
It was amazing.
And then Jenny, what was it like for you? And talk about some of the wrestling that you watched and what you enjoyed.
Like I was saying, I loved watching wrestling with my brother. Saturday morning we'd turn on the TV, watch a few matches, the TV would go off, we'd run into Mom and Dad's room and start wrestling. I was always Hulk Hogan, my brother was always Andre the Giant. I always won though, just for the record. But I just think back then, wrestling was all about the fans, and I just remember as a kid looking up at these wrestlers as idols, as heroes, and I think to have your daughter have an actual hero, especially somebody like Bayley, we get to see that unfold personally, and I think that's just an incredible thing to watch.
That's another thing too, these superstars and divas are so great with their fans.
They really are.
No matter where they are, they're signing autographs, taking pictures, just being so good for them. How do you feel about that compared to, and let's not be negative toward the other athletes because they all have their own thing they do, but about the superstars and divas and what they give back to their fans?
They're role models. As a dad, I couldn't ask for better role models. Bayley, even Sasha, I mean all of them. The ones that play heels, the ones, they're all role models. They have a positive effect. You see them doing stuff in the community, you see them doing stuff for their fans. It's just, I couldn't ask for somebody better to look up for, especially somebody like Bayley that's worked their tail off their whole life and that's made it in a business that's very tough to make it in, and now she's a pioneer for little girls. Her, Sasha, Becky, Charlotte, all of them. I don't want to discount any of them, but it's truly just awesome to have that a little girl can look up to somebody and not worry about, oh well, are they going to do this? Are they going to be off color about this? No, they're on 24/7.
Now Izzy, first of all, I got to ask you about the outfit. We got to get you to stand up, so you can stand up right there. I'm going to get this all in here. So let's do this. This is so cool. With the shoes, all with the leggings, and then the arms especially, because now you got to tell me about the outfit. How did you design this? Who helped you? What pieces do you have here, and who gave these to you?
The flags, my friend Rachel, she made them for me.
She made them for you. Is she a Bayley fan too, or just your friend?
She's my friend, and I would say she would be a Bayley friend.
So she made those for you. How cool was that? That must have been a huge surprise for you.
Yes, it was.
And then what else do you have here?
I have this. It was from Bayley. She made it by herself.
And she gave that to you?
Yes.
How cool was that? What did you think about that when she gave that to you?
I thought it was very sweet of her, and I knew she would hand out headbands like she always does to everybody. And then this headband is very, very special because I gave another one to Bayley for TakeOver, and the reason it's silver because of the title, and I knew she would win it.
You knew she was going to win the title, so how big of a moment was that? How do you describe that moment, seeing Bayley finally, after all those tries, get the NXT title? What was that like for you?
It felt very happy. I felt really happy inside. All I just felt like Bayley, Bayley, Bayley. I was crying really happy because I knew Bayley tried a lot of times, but she said, like you said on the microphone at NXT, that she let that title slip out of her hand, but this time she didn't, and especially tonight she won't.
What do you like about Bayley?
I like about her that she respects everybody, and even if you don't like her or you don't know who she is, or it's your first time, she'll still give you a hug or a headband.
Tonight she's going to be wrestling Sasha Banks in the main event of this Iron Man match.
Yes.
Now, what do you think's going to happen in this match? How do you think they're going to do, especially Bayley?
I think Bayley is going to win because I know she had the belt for a short amount of time, but I know she still needs to keep it so she can be the NXT Women's Champion.
And I have to ask you about a special day. Now, I guess it was after the NXT TakeOver Brooklyn match. They came back here to Full Sail. You went, and something special happened to you during that show. Tell us what happened.
Well,
you were sitting in the stands.
Yes, I was sitting in my seats, and I was getting ready for the show, and I was really excited because I knew it was Bayley's first match home. So these two men came in, and so they said, is it going to be okay if I can go in the ring since I went to the Performance Center? And we said yes. So when Bayley came out, she ran around the place, and then my dad helped me get over the rail, and me and Bayley did her entrance with the high fives.
What was that like? The crowd must have been going wild. What was it like for you? What were you thinking when you were in the ring?
I was thinking, I don't know, I just felt really happy. I thought it was a dream come true because I always wanted to be a wrestler because since Bayley, when I saw Bayley, she just inspired me to be a wrestler.
What would you think if someday they had NXT Women's Tag Team titles and the tag team champs were Bayley and Izzy?
That would be pretty cool, but I know Bayley won't be a wrestler, but I know I want to be a wrestler, and
You don't think Bayley might be a wrestler that long? You never know.
Maybe she could be famous, she would be a Hall of Famer, but I know my dream could come true because I believe in myself and I'll never give up.
That is awesome, Izzy. Those are good morals and values to have and share with everybody. You are awesome. Thank you all. Jenny, Cody, Izzy, enjoy the show tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.